Hello Sagittarius, this is your September forecast for 2017 and it's good to see you. And listen, the focus this month is going to be on your 9th house. That's the house that you rule, so it's super powerful. We have Venus, we got Mars, we got Mercury there, and so this is a preparatory stage for what is going to be coming next month when these energies are moving into your career house. In fact, even before next month starts, you're going to be seeing the consequences of these actions. So whatever you're doing early month, I feel that it's very essential steps so that you can receive the crown, the effort of all you have worked for. Because when we get into the 10th house of career, well, it's been a year since Venus was there last. You worked a whole year to receive the joy from it and for all your hard labor. And it's been 2 years since Mars was there. So this is definitely a time to power up, and we've got a lot of extremely powerful, beautiful aspects this month that's going to help you to position yourself before September 19th. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit. But let's start with Venus. Venus is in the sign of Leo. So it has everything to do with the heart. It has to do with love. It has to do with generosity, right? And Venus is always full of pride. So we might be very proud this month of some of the achievements that we've worked for. The 9th house has to do with higher education, has to do with long distance travel as well. So you might be feeling like you're pulled, wanting to travel, wanting to expand your visions, your knowledge and so forth. So that is all great. Now Venus will be in your 9th house until September 19th. Mars, on the other hand, will move out of Leo into your 10th house of career September 5th. But Mars in Leo, it's been working here in August, so September until the 5th, you have this time to position yourself to do the research that is needing to be done to prepare yourself for what is coming now in the career field. So I feel that you're really upping the energy here as we start off the month. Mercury is retrograde, mind you, until the 5th. So it might be bringing back some opportunity from the past that at some point could have been relevant. Maybe you acted or didn't act on it, but it might bring it back to you after the 5th when we're starting to move forward again. So pay attention to what that can be for you. So you don't want to necessarily start anything new before after the 5th when Mercury goes direct again. You're good to go, even though Mercury will still be a little bit in its shadow, but that will pass over that first week to 14 days, right? The further out you go, the more secure you are, but at least Mercury is direct after the 5th. Now the Sun is in your 10th house already as we approach September, and that is your area of your goals, your far should I say, distant goals, what you have on the horizon for yourself. Things of career could come in, opportunities. If you're looking for something new, you want to be on the outlook so opportunities won't just pass you by, right? This is a great time to do so. Mercury is going to join in, then Venus will join in, Mars will join in, and so we have this whole party going on in your career house, Sagittarius. So this is a month where a lot of things can change. And I'll be explaining these aspects in just a little bit. The twists and turns of unexpected situations. You might be working in one direction, thinking, hoping, navigating towards a certain goal, but then Uranus is going to come in and bring to the party something that you might not know fully yet today. Now, as we start off the month, before I get into all of these transits, I also want to tell you that I have prepared for you a full 1-hour video. You'll find it when you hit the information button up here, the little I button, or you'll see it at the end of the video as well, which is a full month calendar, a 1-hour video where I go through day by day all the transits where the moon is involved. Because when we do these monthly readings, I'm only talking about the major aspects, the planetary aspects, but not necessarily the moons other than the new and the full moon. And that is because the moon moves so quickly, receiving so many transits on a daily basis, it would be impossible to list them all here in the zodiac readings that I have for you. But on the calendar, you'll see the physical calendar with the dates. You'll see the transits. You'll hear me talking about them. And what's really nice about this type of reading is that the moon reflects how we feel, what our mood is, how we are reacting to things. The moon will always be giving us the reactions, not necessarily the energy. Like the sun radiates, the moon reflects, right? So it reflects how we react. So I think you'll love that. You can use it as a reference at any given point in time throughout the month. You can just come here, hit that I button, and it will take you straight to it. So love that. So enjoy it. Now on the 2nd, we got Mars, which I said is the physical energy dedication of your goals, your determination. It is starting out with Uranus coming in a golden trine. And Uranus, when well aspected, will always bring us big OMGs, oh my God type situations. Unexpectedly so, but they're positive when well aspected. It's only when they're squared or in an opposition that they will bring us oh my gods of not the too good type energy, where we might just feel challenges are coming. But these are new beginnings. There's openings, and it's coming in so shortly after that solar eclipse. So I feel this is one of the first gifts that the solar gift is providing to you, Sagittarius. Now, Mars being, it's still in your 9th house here on the 2nd. Uranus is in your 5th house for creativity, or your own business, or it could be your children as well. So there might be a creative thought manifesting for you, an opportunity coming in. Could involve either long distance travel, since it's the 9th house, or it could be an educational thing. Maybe some of you are waiting for a green card. That could come. If you're waiting to get something published, this is a great time because of the 9th house ruling this area and having both Venus and Mars there. Mercury is there, and starting off with this Uranian transit. You never know, right? But it's good luck followed along with it. And I see you hanging on the phone, either typing your messages or relating at least to friends, family, the good news. And then on the 17th, we got Venus paired with Uranus in a beautiful trine, golden trine. Again, it's matters of the heart, it's love, romance, it's the things that we desire. Venus also rules money, right? And here is this unexpected OMG coming from Uranus. Just like Mars brought to the table there on, excuse me, September 2nd, now it's Venus on that very same degree, knocking on the same door. And so listen, isn't this month just so full of surprises? So expect the unexpected. Venus, of course, now in your 10th house. This could come from your career, Sagittarius, and it could be a new project, it could be a raise, it could be money, or it doesn't even have to be your career. We want to keep in mind, though, that the 10th house is also our goals, right? Not just career, but what it is that we're focusing on, the goals that we're aiming towards. It could be life goals, right? So this is a big changer coming in with Uranus. Uranus being in your 5th house for creativity, self-expression. If you're opening a new business, this might be great. However, this is where the fun of the month really takes an end. Why? Because, listen, we got the rest of the aspects throughout this month. There's oppositions, meaning we have some challenges coming up. So enjoy these first 2 to 3 weeks, right? And then we want to kind of step back and be more so the observer rather than the participant. Now, this is because there might be something presented to us that might sound good in many ways. Neptune is involved. But it is an opposition to Mercury, so that is communication. That might be the news we hear, which may not make too much sense, but sometimes it could be one of those notions where if it's too good to be true, well, then maybe it is too good to be true. It could be one of those things too. However, if you're going to need to make a choice, I just sit back as well as possible, because on the 24th, Mars is going to be in opposition to Neptune. Mars always wants to act, you know, it's our drive, right? So we're up and ready to go, but here we have again the unsettled energy of Neptune, which is beautiful and awesome, very spiritual when it's well aspected, but right now in opposition, I think we might get the illusion instead of the reality. So again, we want to be careful not to act too quickly. Mars wants to act, but if you can hold back, that is great, because we have more opposition coming in. And that's on the 27th. This time it's Jupiter. Jupiter is opposing Uranus. Now Jupiter, think about it, always enthusiastic, always very optimistic, happy-go-lucky, let's go, right? And so here in opposition to Uranus, Uranus might just bring us a grand awakening. Whenever it's square or in opposition like this, it might not be what we had hoped for from these earlier aspects, the 19th and 22nd, 19th and 24th. So we want to just be a little cautious on it. To be the observer, at least then you can pay attention to what's going on. But I feel the unexpected surprise at this point might not just be what we wish, right? And then on the 29th, Venus, love, romance, money, those things, again, in an opposition to Neptune. And that can, portray a heartache or a disappointment, something that didn't come together as we had hoped, right? And hope is a great keyword to Neptune. So Neptune has kind of tripped us up there a little bit, but as long as we were just the observer and not the participant, we'll just cruise through this month in a wonderful way, and it will bring us into October, and we'll see what that will do. Okay, so oppositions, it's like we're a little bit all over the place. We're not quite sure which choice, which direction to take, and whenever that takes place, it just means don't act, just, observe. Now, before I end though, I do want to mention the moons this month, and we have that full moon on September 6th, 13 degrees Sagittarius in your 4th house. For home, family, parents, and so forth, it's your inner foundation. This is going to be illuminated. And I feel it's really beautiful because it is conjunct Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces. And so showing up here in the real estate or the security area of home and family, this could bring some hopes, some dreams to you. And we really love that there on September 6th, just because now Mars has just the day before on the 5th moved into your career house. We know Mercury is now direct. So I feel this illumination should be a rather good one. And then we have the new moon, 27 degrees in Virgo, which is in your career house. And the new moon is always, new beginnings. That's when we plant our seeds for, future intentions and so forth. And this new moon, think about the solar eclipse, August 21st, which was a new moon solar eclipse. You could come see how this is really going to burst in as one of the gifts from that eclipse. And you're going to be seeing it here in your goal orientation, possibly so also your career. So what wonderful aspects, planets do we have, Sagittarius? I'm really happy for you. Please place a comment down below as things start happening, especially on all these wonderful golden opportunities that the universe is going to be giving you. I'll be really excited to see what that might be just for you, right? So listen, I'll see you in October, and don't forget about checking your daily astro calendar and see how that works for you. And I'll see you soon. Bye.